Hey Neppers, it's me, Wild Neptune. Smilegate has just posted some fun year season stats, and I thought it'd be a nice idea to take a look at them together. Anyway, if you like videos like these and will see more like them, a like, comment, and subscription are always appreciated. Hope you all had a very Merry Christmas or whatever holiday you guys celebrate. Anyway, let's go. So you see here, we have a bunch of little things like Hero of the Year, Most Summoned Hero, Number of Heroes Visit Ancient Inheritance, so a bunch of like fun little stats that put together some of the things the Epic 7 community have done throughout the year. I have not seen any of these, so I guess we will just click on them. I guess I'll guess at some of them. So Hero of the Year. Some of these you could vote on yourself. I guess like this one here. So who would be Hero of the Year? I mean, obviously, it's Candy. I think if Euphine came out first, she would be number one, but it has to be Candy, right? So let's just go here, and we wait for no, don't need to translate. And Stove being the worst side in the world, but let's see who. Okay, it is Candy, and there's also one for just Zero Defect City, one for the male characters and one for the female characters. Well, there are only two male characters, right? In Zero Defect City, there's Kayron. Well, I guess it's Ludwig too. So the three. The Kayron, Crow, and Ludwig. Although Ludwig is a little bit too new, I think. And for the females, it's Karen who won. Well-deserved, definitely. And Shu, Acades, and Sigrid, right? Okay, well, Candy won. No big surprise there. All right, next. Number of profile cards created. I have no idea, right? It's been a few months since we had these, so it's probably like in the hundreds of thousands, right? If I had to guess. Okay, 341,975 profile cards created. I am responsible for 2 of them. I wonder how they do this, right? If it's like, if you make one, delete one, does it count? Or just like current ones in the thing? Also, if it's just like a blank, because some people have been doing is they've been putting like blank cards, or they've been doing like just a picture. Like in World Arena right now, it is very popular to have that Gala Lilies picture because your profile card basically gives you away. You have to know who you are. Now, I have not done this yet, so mine is still like my profile card. So people like recognize my card, like they know who I am and they know how I'm drafting, which I think is kind of annoying. I definitely think they should move the profile cards to after the draft now. At least, go into next season. So I wonder, like, this has to be just like all of them, right? I wonder what it is for like people who have actually like custom made them using like the editing tool and stuff like that. We'll have to see, right? If they ever have like data on that. Okay, equipment crafted by the Artena event during the event period. So how many of these have we had? 3? 3 of them? Something like that this year? I don't know, like, I want to say like 500,000, something like that. I don't know. That's just a big guess. Okay. It doesn't actually give me a number. It's just a set. Okay. So the most popular set is speed, which makes sense. Second is penetration, which makes sense, and third is crit. What? Who is using their antenna on crit? Who's doing this? Why? For what? Also, what is next? 2 is boot, 3 is ring. This is interesting, right? Because I would actually do this in like reverse, right? I would actually think the ring is the best one to do, followed by boot and then neck, I think. I guess it depends like what set and what status stats you want, but I feel like because the neck, you get the pen neck now from Raid, it's kind of less important. And also if you want to have a Soul Weaver type necklace, then you always stuck with like a quote-unquote bad fourth stat because of like DPS ones. You always stuck with like, you know, like flat defense or something like that, or effectiveness sometimes. Although I guess some Soul Weavers now, like a bunch of them, want effectiveness too now, so I guess it's not that bad these days. But I still cannot get over crit set. Like, you have, you know, so many other things. You like health set is really good now. Torrent set. Defense set is good for some characters too. There's just so many other things you can get besides crit set. Alright, Rift entries and Xenon defeats. So for as far as like, I would say maybe like 2.5 to 1, so every 2.5 entries, Xenon was probably defeated like one time. Maybe a little bit more, like 2.8-ish. I think 3 is a little bit too high, simply because like a lot of people farm Rift a lot now are doing like pretty consistent one-shots at this point, which is definitely lowering down the ratio a little bit here. As far as the number of times it's been actually done, I don't know. Like, in the millions, definitely, right? Like, 10 million, maybe? So, I don't know. Let's see what it is. Alright, and it is... Okay, 18 million and 5.8, which is... Actually, so it's actually a little bit greater than 3 to 1. So, not as efficient as I thought it would be, but still, I think 2.8 is still pretty close, actually, so my ratio was a pretty good guess. Of course, almost double than the 10 million. That's actually a lot, and it's Kane, obviously, because he's the best person for Rift. Alright, very interesting. A lot of Rift being done. Now, as far as when this Rift is ending, and what the new one is, I don't know, so... Alright, most summoned heroes in 2023. Like, all heroes? Like 3 stars? Like, what, I don't even know. You really can't guess 3 stars. So I guess it's like 5 stars, right? Well, I mean, Lone Crescent Bologna is here. So maybe Lone Crescent Bologna is one of them? I don't know. I don't know how they would do this, right? Like, what limit is out today? This year. Like, Gala Lilius? Were there other... Oh, yeah, Suluka, Lethe. I feel like if Sulu and Lethe came out at the same time, there'd be, like, less people pulling on them together, or something like that. And Gala Lilius came out, like, by herself, right? So, maybe her? I don't know. So, let's see. I don't even know. It's only from this year for, like, all years. So, let's see what they say. Okay. Oh, so, it is Gala Lilius for... Okay, so one limited, one mystic, and one, like, regular one. So, mystic was LCB, Gala Lilius, and Naqual. Really interesting that Naqual is the highest drop rate up one. Probably because of all the hype, right? Like, you know, I'm kind of partly to blame for it, but involving her. Okay, sure. Now, and to be fair too, though, for the drop rate summons, we haven't really had like that many new non-limited RGBs, right? So, right, real-time arena count for this year. So, World Arena. Really interesting here that they actually say real-time arena and not the official name, which is World Arena on it. So 40 million. Are that many people doing RTA? I don't know. Okay, not quite that many. 29 million. But feel 40 actually wasn't a outrageous guess. Okay, a lot of World Arena being done. Don't forget too, though, that the season is ending in less than 10 days probably at the time when this video goes up. So if you want to get into your rank, be sure to lock that in. Also check out my tier list on units if you want some help in deciding on what ones are good for your roster. Anyway, let's keep going. Alright, most recruited heroes from the Moonlight Hero Recruitment event. So they've been doing like 3, right? So 3 heroes. So Lionheart is here, so I'm assuming she's one of them. Silius. So, Lionheart, Silius, and Hand Guy? Zio? I think Zio, even though he's, like, really good, he hasn't actually been, like, I think suggested as a big priority for a lot of players until, like, more recently, right? So, I would go with Hand Guy, Lionheart, Silius, right? Maybe not in that order, right? But let's see what it is. So, this is like the whole year, right? But like, we only had one of these, this year, right? The last one was last year, I think, right? So, why? So like, I understand that APOC was good for like the first half, basically, of this year, right? But anybody paying attention should not be picking APOC from the recruitment. Unless this also counts like last year too, because last year's went into this year's. So maybe that's why also, because APOC was really good last year. It's like, I got APOC from the military recruitment, the last one. So if that is true, I am part of this APOC being the number 2. Still at least makes sense, I guess. Line out at 3 though, I don't know. Like, she's really good, but I would pick a few other heroes like ahead of her, like Zio, Bellion, maybe even LRK. So I guess it really depends here. I guess also she's a waifu also, so that also kind of leads people in that direction here. So interesting. Number of heirs who visited Ancient Inheritance. So I don't know. This is definitely in like the tens of millions, I think, right? Oh, that's right. It's just number of heirs, not count. So 283,000-ish heirs who have visited in Ancient Inheritance. Oh yeah, I was more counting like days, I guess. You know, like every time somebody went into it, it counted as one. So I guess it's only like one like per season. So okay, so this actually gives you a pretty good representation, I think, of number of players who are in like active guilds, I suppose. So okay, pretty nice. Also, that's just Luna and Ken. Like, Ken is like really broken for AI, and Luna, I guess she can do things in AI also. Next one is Night of Last Succession. Total number of brawls won. So is this like full 25 round runs, or just like each fight? I think it's 25 round runs in Brawl. If you get what Brawl was, it was basically like a TFT, Teamfight Tactics ripoff of, or Auto Chess ripoff in Epic 7. Okay? It was actually really fun. I wish there was more like rarity in it. I kind of wish also it was like as a permanent game mode is always in the game. But anyway, let's see. I actually have no idea. Maybe like 35k? Maybe this high. Oh. Okay, that is a lot higher than I thought it would have been. Holy crap! It's like 213. What? Well, they're all in Asia too. Okay, wow, that is a lot. That's a lot of brawling going on. Like, I don't know. I guess this kind of makes sense because me myself on 3 accounts to get all the achievements, I probably had like, I don't know, a couple hundred or so wins like myself. Now this is over like several accounts. Like these people are like one account who did like more than I did on like all of mine combined. Number of times Wyvern has been defeated. This is gonna be really big, I feel. Definitely in like the hundreds of millions, right? Maybe even like 275 million? Maybe even more. Okay, yes, a lot more. Like twice that. Over twice that. 690, nice, million. 24.7 Wyverns die every second. That's a lot of Wyvern. I also like how they have Singelica here because, you know, she is one of the premier one-shot units that are being used. You use her for the attack buff. She gets her vulnerability, which means you can't die right away. Also, this is the Wyvern also, you know. So very nice. Actually a really cool artwork right here. So, Ice Cream Sales by Ocean Breeze Lulica. I don't know what this is. Is this like number of times she's buffed? Or number of times of ice cream like buff she's given? Oh. Based on number of 4 ice creams sold in single battle real-time arena. Ice cream sold at 401 each. Oh. Okay. I didn't know we were paying for the ice cream, but sure. Okay, that's interesting. Number of apples used by Violet in a year. First of all, who's using Violet? I say that, but he's actually like not the worst option against some cleave. Definitely ones that rely a lot on Ran and stuff like that. I don't know. I think build it be low. Oh. 901,000. That's actually a lot higher than I thought it would be. I also like how there's the rat and there's the guinea pig Violet. I guess in like lower ranks he's still used a lot. I don't know. This is like a lot, like I would say maybe like 100,000. This is a lot higher than I would have thought it would be. The outfits that caused a stir in the Ezra's fashion scene in 2023. So this designer Lilibet, because she's the fashion designer. Now, she doesn't have his skin, right? You know, maybe next year, next season. I guess it'll be next year too. But maybe we'll also get a Lilibet skin. But the Bellion skin I did see, and looks really, really nice in my opinion. But I'm starting to see these skins, and these are like new skins, right? Those skins in 2023. What skins were in 2023? Celine. I don't know, this Crow. No, nobody even, people really don't like the Crow skin though. So, who else was there? I don't even know. Like what skins were there? I can't remember off the top of my head. But Celine, right? Maybe Celine won. She's hot, right? That's a hot skin. So let's go. Oh, okay. Apak Ravi. Was Apak Ravi was their skin this year? It seems like so much old. Same to LQC. Were their skins this year? They seem so much older than that. I don't know. Maybe because you really don't see them play that much now. That this seemed like Asian. But yeah, the Apak Ravi skin is great. Like it's one of my favorite skins in the game. The Celine skin, obviously number 2. Yeah, also a really, really good skin there. And the LQC, I'm surprised that people really like this skin. I think it's really cute. And obviously all 3 waifus. Let's be honest here. A lot of the male skins in the game, they kind of suck. Like let's just be real here, okay? But yeah. Number of guild wars held in 2023. Now, it's just like battles or like actual full-on wars. Because we got that like around Base Ancient Inheritance. There were like 300,000 or so people, you know, in active guilds. So, you know, if I had more time, I would just do math to try to extrapolate based on that. So, we'll have to see. Okay, so it was just total number of guild wars held, not like number of fights. So 17,675. Oh wait. Okay, it's just based on the so this is based around the season, and these are like the top guilds. So look, the top guild in Korea is literally called First. So there's Flash Speed in Asia, Talentless, at least one of them. I don't know, this is the L or an I don't know. Japan, I can't read this. And in Europe, we have Inazuma. So, really interesting. I'm on the Europe server mainly myself. And what happened in your server is that all the guilds just like poach each other's members and stuff like that. And eventually, a lot of really, really, really powerful members like kind of congregate in one big mega guild. This has been a little bit less, you know, the case a little bit more recently, as some of the power hasn't spread out a tiny bit, but still, like, roughly, like, the top, like, 2 to 3 guilds are still dominating, like, everybody else in EU, so, number of pets in 2023. So, now, every player after rank, 25, 30, gets 1 adoption a day, and a lot of people playing the game, I don't know, I feel like this is going to be in, like, the hundreds of millions. Okay, 116 million. So, not a bad guess there. Top 3 most selected pets. Okay, this is just from the initial ones, right? So, in the initial one, you can choose the Carbuncle, a Porygon, or a Yoki. This is actually a lot closer than I thought it would be. Like, I actually thought the Carbuncle would be, like, a lot, like, higher than the other 2. But these are actually pretty close in pick rate, in my opinion. Number of Spirit Blooms that blossom in Ezra. So these are those things that place Phantasmas. I have no idea. They're gonna be big numbers though, right? So lesser ones, 1.1 billion would it be? Greater ones, 200 million, and epic ones, almost 100 million. All right, a lot of spirit blooms going on. The revenue from Moonlight Theater in 2023. What I think this is when you want to enter it, if you don't want to wait the week for the free entry, you have to spend 500,000 gold. I think that's what this is. How much gold has been spent? It's going to be a really, really big number. More than maybe like a trillion. Like I'm going to go with like 1 trillion gold has been spent. Okay, so it's 2.4 trillion. So yeah, million, billion, 2.4. Holy wow, that is a lot of gold that has been spent to enter Moonlight Theater. Wow, imagine all of the gear you could equip with this gold. And finally, we have the Fallen Land hero with the most special connections. So this is around the Moonlight connection in Fallen Land. We are going to get, they said, the other ones eventually. I don't know when this is going to be. But, so, Sillius, Hand Guy, right? So top 3. So Fallen Lands is what? Sillius, Hand Guy, Sage, Remnant Violet. Who else is in there? I don't know. But, okay. I definitely think it'll be Sillius, Hand Guy, and then who would be third in this list here? I want to say probably Remnant Violet is number 3. So, I don't know. Let's find out. This is the last one. Really? Okay. I mean, okay. I'll be honest here. Like, I was made to be Calric and Lilius here, who would have been number 1 and number 2. But, I'll be honest, Astromancer, she's a lot higher than I thought she would be. Now, Astromancer is the one that I picked because she was the only one out of the list that I did not have. And that's why I picked her. Maybe that's the case here. Maybe, like, a lot of people just didn't have Astromancer, so that's why they picked her up there. Because, let's be honest here, a lot of players, they already had Sillius. A lot of players already had Meteor Calric too. So maybe that's why she's here. But this, like, this is a lot closer than I thought it would be. I thought, like, these two would be, like, clear and far away the highest on the thing. Anyway, that was actually a pretty fun look. I really like these little tidbits they give us on what we've been doing throughout the year. Anyway, that's it for today. It's been a good one. Nep out.